What's up, nerds? So I'm coming at you with this story, and I know I'm a day late and a dollar short. I don't care. Just got some personal stuff going on, but I wanted to share my thoughts on Avatar and this new series that's coming out. I think that so far it sounds interesting, but I'm just gonna discuss with you a little bit about this and what I think of it. So they got this new series coming out and it's called Avatar Seven Havens. And I think, and I'll read the description, just give me a hot second and everything. But I think that this is really, really interesting what they're going to do here. So this will take place after Korra. And if you remember correctly, and I don't know how big of a fan you are of Avatar, but I personally really liked Avatar. I watched it from as soon as it came out. I think I was a little late, like I was like 7 episodes late. I caught up on those back when it came out in 2005. And then I watched it from then on. I would watch it every week. And I loved it. I thought it was great. I would constantly, wait for the next season and everything. And I was bummed when it ended after the 3rd season and it had 3 books and everything. And then I was excited for Korra because I remember I went to Comic-Con that year after it had ended. And I talked to a woman that worked at Nickelodeon, and she was all like, the story will continue. But and she had told me that it was very female centric. Like a lot of females liked Avatar, which I was like, that's interesting. And she's like, the story will continue and everything. It'll just might be, a different iteration. And I was like, I wonder what that means. And then they came out with Korra, The Legend of Korra. And that was from 2012 to 2014. And I want to be honest with you about Korra. I thought that show sucked. There were things that I did like about that show. I liked the first half of the first season, Book Air with Amon. I thought that was really interesting how a bloodbender could take away the powers of benders. And I thought that was really interesting. And then I also liked, I believe they were called the Red Lotus, the opposite of the White Lotus. And I liked how their job was to destroy the Avatar, But one thing that I thought that Korra did that I thought was really, in my opinion, detrimental to the series was when they added all the spirit world stuff to the real world. I thought that the splitting of the spirit world and the real world was good. And I thought reversing that was just stupid. And I thought also taking away the Avatar spirits of the past was also really dumb. I thought it was so stupid. And I just, because once the spirits came into the real world, it got way too Pokemon. And I was like, that's not what Avatar is. You have floating little spirits all like and everything. And I'm all like, listen, little girls may love that shit, but it's stupid. So what they're doing is, so we got some Avatar movies. There's an Avatar movie coming out by next year in 2026, I believe. And that'll be the adult Aang. And I really am excited for that. I can't wait to see it. I don't know what it's called, but they're going to have that. And then they also have, Avatar, the series on Netflix, the live action series, which I didn't think was, the thing about that was I didn't think it was terrible. I think that some of the new stuff that they added was interesting, but it wasn't that great. And some of the actors they got, I personally didn't care for. But, that's neither here nor there. And I think that one thing also is that I think that one thing that some people might say is that this is going to be a little confusing with Avatar, the James Cameron thing, because he took the name Avatar and, and he's basically just copying it because, they just got these like air nomad Avatar, the little Na'vi or whatever in there. And I'm all like, oh, you got the earth and the water and now you got the air and the fire. Get the fuck out of here, James Cameron. But whatever, it's fine. It's fine. It is what it is. I don't care for those. I'm not going to see those movies anymore. I don't care. All right. So this new one. All right. So here is the synopsis, and I'm going to read this for you. Avatar Seven Havens is set in a world shattered by a devastating cataclysm. I wonder what that is. A young earthbender discovers she's the new Avatar after Korra. But in this dangerous era, that title marks her as humanity's destroyer, not its savior, which I also wonder what that means. Hunted by both human and spirit enemies, she and her long-lost twin must uncover their mysterious origins and save the Seven Havens before civilization's last strongholds collapse. So it's very obvious. So Seven Havens, I'm assuming that's just like there's 7 cities that are protected and everything. Now, here's what I think about this. I think it sounds interesting. I think it's got that, post-apocalyptic, kind of feel to it and I'm wondering what's going on, that there's only 7 havens that are 7 cities or whatever that are, fine, and the rest is all, crap. Now, so one thing also is it's an earthbender, which I think would be really interesting to see an earthbender I mean, we did get a lot of Kyoshi in Avatar, and so we kind of got to see an earthbender already. But I still think it's going to be interesting to see a new Avatar. Now, one thing is they put on, I don't know if this is female twins. Now, I'm going to show you something that is supposedly the Avatar and her twin. Now, the twin is the older one, the guy, and then the Avatar is the little girl here. If this is the Avatar and the twin, this makes zero freaking sense. Okay. I have a twin brother. And I just don't think that it makes sense. I mean, we've already seen twins in this before plenty of times in Avatar, but this one right here, I mean, he's obviously older, or he's just way too freaking tall, and he's older. He's older. So this just makes zero sense to me. So a small piece of me thinks that this is nonsense, that this isn't real and everything. So I just have to say, I do think it's female twins. I mean, like I said before, this skews very female apparently. And I'm assuming they're just going to make the Avatar a woman, which is fine. But one thing that I just want to say is I do think that Michael DiMartino and Brian Konietzko, I do think that they will be, respectful to the fans, and they do understand what this fandom is and what they want and everything out of their Avatar. So we'll see what they do going forward. I also think that fans like myself are older. I mean, I was in high school. Oh no, I just got out of high school. I was out of high school for like a couple years when this dropped, and and then that show, I feel like it skewed a little bit more younger, but a lot of the fans are probably older now. I mean, maybe they're trying to get a new fandom going. Like my kids do enjoy Avatar. They love Avatar. They haven't seen Korra yet, and I'm not 100% sure I'm going to show it to them because I'm like and everything, but we'll see. I'll probably have to, because they won't know who Korra is if she shows up in this new show. But I do think that I'm happy that the story is going forward, but I just don't know how I feel about Avatar now, because like I said before, I do think that Korra was not that great, and the live action show hasn't been exactly stellar for me personally. But we'll see how this goes, and I am excited to see a new Avatar, an Earthbender Avatar, all that good stuff. Where is this Avatar going to learn from the other elements? How are they going to fix that stuff? Because if you remember correctly, Korra went off with what was her name? Suki. They went off and, went lesbianic and everything in the spirit world. They were just humping and grinding in the spirit world. And I'm just like, okay, cool. And everything. So we'll see how this goes. Yeah, I'm just, I'm not like, I don't think it's going to be like bad, but I'm holding out hope. I'm just going in with an open mind. But tell me what you guys think about this. Does this sound interesting? Not interesting? What do you think about this? Go ahead and tell me all your thoughts. Go ahead and leave all your comments in that section down below. If you like this video, go and hit that like button. I won't mind. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I'd greatly appreciate it. And we'll see you guys on my next video. You guys have a good day. Bye.